Good afternoon.
Hello, welcome to ИнстаФорекс TV channel. This edition will be presented by us, Ekaterina Stikhina
And Takhmina Salomova.
You are watching a roundup of the currency and commodity market for the last week.
What events were unfolding on the currency market?
The US dollar came under strong pressure in the second half of the week. Eventually, the greenback hit a 5-week low against a basket of major currencies on Friday.
And what signals invited bears to sell out the US dollar?
The US dollar declined following the US Fed policy meeting. Investors were disappointed that the US Central Bank did not change its earlier forecast for a total of 3 rate hikes this year, instead of 4 hikes expected by most traders. Last Wednesday, the Federal Reserve lifted the funds rate to 1%. It is the second rate increase for the latest 3 months. Besides, the Fed's officials confirmed that 2 more rate hikes are still on the agenda for 2017. 3 rate hikes are planned to 2018. At the following press conference, Janet Yellen stated that the regulator does not aim to tighten monetary policy at a rapid pace. She stressed that interest rates would be raised gradually. The euro was falling in value amid a fluid political situation in Europe. Head of the far-right party Marine Le Pen maintains a steady lead in polling for weeks for the first round. She has outpaced centrist candidate and her opponent Emmanuel Macron in the fierce presidential race. Nevertheless, the euro closed the week in the green at 1.0738 against the US dollar, having gained 67 pips. The US dollar fell to a 5-week low at 112.72 against the Japanese yen. The dollar-yen pair shed over 2 yens over the week. Last Thursday, the Bank of Japan left the key interest rate unchanged, that once again indicated a deep policy differential between the US and Japan's central banks. At the same time, the Aussie dollar and the Kiwi advanced notably against the US rival last week. On Friday, the Australian versus American dollar pair climbed to 0.7705 with a 2.16% gain for the whole week. The NZD-USD pair rose to 0.7016. Its weekly growth was 1.36%. The pound sterling was also gaining ground. The pound-dollar pair closed at 1.2395 on Friday. The Bank of England decided to keep the key interest rate record low. The decision provided the pound with support. The US dollar index shed 1.13% last week. That's all about main markets moves on Forex. What trend were dominating commodity markets last week?
Oil and gold looked weekly gains.
What signals aroused this trading sentiment?
A weekly update on US oil inventories and a weaker US dollar were responsible for the upward trend. Crude oil was trading higher even as data showed a significant increase in the number of active US oil rigs. Data from Baker Hughes on Friday revealed that the number of active US oil rigs counted the streak of increases, but the report came on the heels of the first weekly fall for domestic crude stockpiles in 10 weeks. The oil rig count rose by 14 units last week to 631 rigs last week. The number of oil rigs has reached its highest level since September 2015. April West Texas Intermediate crude edged up to $48.78 a barrel on the New York Mercantile Exchange. May Brent crude on London Futures Exchange rose to $51.76 a barrel. On the whole, WTI finished 0.6% higher and Brent crude gained 0.8% on Friday. The oil rally was fueled on Wednesday following the release of government data on US oil inventories. Prices that day were also helped by a weaker US dollar. Besides, gold was rising in value, taking advantage of the US dollar's decline. On the COMEX diversion of the New York Mercantile Exchange, April gold futures settled up at $1,229 at 3 ounce. On Thursday, gold prices hit $1,231.40, the strongest level since March 6. Gold ended the week 1.92% up.
Ekaterina, thank you for your comments on the commodity market. You have watched the weekly update on the currency and commodity market on ИнстаФорекс TV channel.
It has been presented by us, Takhmina Salomova
And Ekaterina Stikhina.
Good luck and see you later.
Bye.